Good morning, RPLS. I come to you from my backyard this morning. This is a place that is kind of perfect, especially this time of year for me when it's a little bit chilly and a warm cup of coffee goes a long way to kind of get the day started. There's a certain kind of chill at this point, literally and metaphorically perhaps. It's quiet other than some bird song, occasional talkative crow. But this is a place where it's good for me to kind of sit and think and get my brain in the right place before I go to campus and can be overrun by some of the chaos that can occur there. And this morning I find myself thinking about a conversation that we had last week in RPLS 100, Intro to RPLS. And during that conversation, during a guest lecture from an alumnus, we talked about the idea that when you go to work, following graduation, starting your career, that place of employment doesn't own you, doesn't own your time, and that you shouldn't have to, work crazy hours and feel like everything you do has to be devoted to that agency or organization. And my first reaction was one of thorough agreement. The places you work shouldn't own you. They shouldn't own your time or much of anything else. And yet, in the days since then, I found myself thinking about the journey that I took to get here, and I'm in my dream job. I'm doing the thing that I always wanted to do. And on one hand, I agree with the sentiment that the work shouldn't be your everything. And on the other hand, I think about the process it took me to get here and those long days and sleepless nights and crazy hours and hard work. And so I believe that work shouldn't be everything, and I also believe that sometimes it takes work to get where you want to go. And I'm not sure what that balance ultimately is. I think it's probably different for everybody. What I do believe is that if you find work that you care about, if you find something that means something to you, that you find fulfillment in, that you find joy and fun in, even, it tends to make those hard days a little more bearable. It's what I like to think that we do in RPLS, which is connect people with the things they already love and find ways for them to make it part of their work life. I hope that for those of you that are in our classes this semester, whether you're a major, minor, or whatever, or just hanging out, I hope that you start to see some of those connections and start to see that they call it work for a reason. It's going to be hard. Your career is going to be tough. But if you find something that you really care about and can be inspired by, it's not so hard to get up and start the day, especially this time of year with a nice cup of coffee. So I hope you guys are having a great week 5. I will undoubtedly see you all very soon. Be well.